Hello lovely yogis, my name is Mimi and I'd love to welcome you to my class today. The flow is energizing, so it fits perfectly in your morning routine, but then in the end it's never a bad time for yoga. So come on your back, feel the mat underneath your body, lengthen through your breath, rest and let go. Bring your right and then your left knee into your chest, give yourself a nice gentle hug, rock from side to side, waking the lower back. Let go of your left leg, draw the right knee into your chest and then start to extend that right leg out. Place your left hand on your hip. If you're not flexible enough in the back side of your right leg, no problem, there's always a way. Use a strap or a towel, whatever is available. Wrap it around the ball of your foot and then bring that leg closer towards your chest. Be active through your left leg. Maybe flex that left foot, kneecap is facing the ceiling. And then work with your breath. With every exhale, start to lengthen. Open then your leg over to the right side. Maybe flip the grip. Make sure that you're still grounded through your left hip bone. And then use your breath again. Bring that leg back up, bend your right knee, bring your left leg in, and then curl up into a tiny ball here, reaching for the bottom of your feet. Release and change over to the other side. Extend your left leg out this time. Stay active through your right leg. Place the hand on your hip and lengthen through the back side of your left. Make sure that you relax through your neck and your shoulder while you're stretching here. And then with your next inhale, start to open that leg over to your side. Feel how you create length for your adductors. Don't roll over with your right hip. Stay grounded through your hip. Lift that leg back up. Bend your knee. Place your right knee beside it. And then reach for the bottom of your feet. Come back up into another round of ball crunching here. Use both of your legs to rock up and come into Malasana, into our yogi squat. Place your hands in front of your heart, maybe rock from side to side, open through your hips, and then reach over to your right side with your right hand and spread your wings, lift your left arm up. Come back to your center, hands in front of your heart. Stay active through Mula Bandha. Don't just rest here. And then spread your wings apart to the other side, left hand in front of your left toes. Palms together once more. Lengthen through your spine. And then find that ground underneath your fingertips and fold over your legs. With your legs still shoulder width apart. Walk toes, heels, toes together. Close your legs. Another round of forward fold. Micro bend in your knees. Sweep your arms back and around. Come all the way up on your tippy toes like you're stretching out. Stay on your toes. Squat down into cosmic egg. Find focus and concentration here, balancing. Then sprinkle your fingertips on the ground behind you. And roll all the way over, straight into Plow halasana. If your toes are not touching the floor, support your lower back with your hands. If you touch the floor, feel free to keep your hands long down, touching the ground. Create length in the back of your neck. And then with control here, start to roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, back down onto the floor. Just to the point where your heels on top of your hips. Then reach for the bottom of your feet, open your knees, draw the knees down towards your armpit and find your child pose. The heels are stacked on top of your knees. Rock from side to side. Bring your knees into your chest once more, reach for the bottom of your feet, tuck into your ball, core activation. Then kick your legs back and over, come over your feet, find a forward fold, and then step back into downward facing dog. Lengthen through your spine, use your fingertips here as well. With your next inhale, come on your toes, roll into plank, shoulders on top of your wrists, release, exhale, downward facing dog, lift your right leg up, and then hook the big toe and the toe beside it, just over your left heel, over your left Achilles. Come on your toes, send that wave through your spine, find another way of plank. Exhale back into downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, keep that leg up high. Roll yourself into high plank once more and then drop down. And find your cobra. You always can start with baby cobra as well here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Come on your toes. Send that wave through your spine, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up high. Inhale. Exhale, hook the toes. Wrap the toes around your Achilles. Send that wave through your spine. Find high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that leg up high. Keep it high while you send the wave through your spine. Stay engaged through your core. Come down. Drop your legs down. Find your cobra or baby cobra. Inhale here. Exhale, come back down onto your chest. Extend your arms out to the side. Bring your legs close together. And then snake yourself up once more into cobra. Really feel how the breath is streaming down along your spine into your belly. Hands back underneath your shoulders. Roll the shoulders back and in. Tuck the toes under. Find your downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Take a deep breath in. Step between your hands. Exhale. Drop your left knee down. Everything is facing the front in our low lunge. Lower your hip bones down towards the ground while you lift up with your arms. Frame your right foot and then find your half split here. Hinge in the hips back. Second round of low lunge. Lift your arms up. Rise and shine. Inhale. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. And then twist over to your right side. Try to place that left elbow on the outside of your right knee. And then lift your gaze, lift your chest up over to your right side. You can stay there, or maybe you want to spread your wings here again as well. Place your left arm down, reach up with your right arm. If it's too much and you feel uncomfortable, just come back with your hands together in front of your heart. Let's get active through our left leg. Tuck the toes under, lift the knee away from the floor, and then find your strength through your legs and lift the torso up. Drop your right arm to your left, find lunge. Frame your right foot, step back into downward facing dog. Roll yourself into high plank. Slow everything down. Slow your breath down again while you flow here through vinyasa. Child pose is always an option in case you need a break. Lift now your left leg up. Take a deep breath in. Step all the way between your hands. Exhale. Drop your right knee down. Have Mula Bandha engaged. Pelvic floor. Rise and shine. Bring your hands all the way up. Frame your face with your arms. Then come back down onto the ground with the hands. Hinge your hips. Find half split. Come back up. Low lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands back together in front of your heart space. And this time, lock your elbow, the right elbow, over to your left side. Spread your arms apart if you want so. Again, here you can keep your hands together in front of your heart if you want. Make sure that your neck is relaxed and you create the twist from your thoracic spine. And then get active. Tuck those toes under. Extend your right leg and then lift from a strong core up into revolved high lunge. Come up into high lunge, step back into downward facing dog. Roll yourself into high plank, shoulders on top of your wrist. Exhale, low plank. Push through, find your upward facing dog. Let your shoulder blades kiss. Come back into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg. Take a deep breath in. Step all the way between your hands. Exhale, always with control. And then slide your left leg slightly in and find warrior one. For warrior one, you want to stay open to the front. Shoulders facing the front. Hips are facing the front. And then open into warrior two. This is where you start to open your hips. Maybe you have to adjust. Reach to the front. Flip your palms up. And then come into reverse warrior two. Back to warrior. One more time. Inhale. Feel how you create length between ribs and hips. Come back into warrior and then cartwheel your arms back down. Sprinkle your fingers on the mat. Step to the front. Fold over your legs. Sweep your arms back and around. Palms together. Hands down to your heart. Exhale. Feel the ground. Get grounded underneath your feet. Inhale up. Exhale. Swan dive down to your toes. Step back with your right leg. Drop your hips. Create length from the top to the bottom. Step back into downward facing dog. Lift on your toes. Find plank. Drop your knees. Chest chin down. Just another option you always can pick if your arms are getting tired. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Take a deep breath in. With control, step between your hands. Slide that right leg in slightly, 45 degrees with your right foot. Find warrior one. Open to the front here. Then let that right arm drop, sweep it all the way to the back and find warrior two. Adjust the stand if you need to. Sweep your left arm, find reversed warrior. Inhale back, warrior two. One more time, inhale. Create length between ribs and hips. And then exhale, come back to warrior. Come on the top of your right foot. Step to the front, fold over your legs. Micro bend in your knees, sweep your arms back and around, palms together, down, Samastiti. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold over your legs. Step back with your left leg, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale, connect again with your breath here. Inhale, find your high plank. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga dandasana, push through, find your upward facing dog. From here, downward facing dog. Relax your neck. Let's jump to the front of the mat. Bend your knees, look between your hands. Think about touching the sky with your bum while you float or fly to the front. Fold over your legs. Bend your knees. Inhale, find Utkatasana, chair pose. So sit down on a stool behind you. Then bring your hands in front of your chest and let's twist here as well. Start over to the right side, left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Zip your left knee back so it's aligned with your right knee. Come back up, well done. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive down. Keep your hips on top of your heels. Step back with your right leg. Downward facing dog. Lengthen through your spine. Inhale, find your high plank. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Create space. Let your collarbone smile. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Step only halfway through and then twist everything, open everything over to your right side. Come on a side plank, inner side plank on your left arm. Then place your right hand on your right knee and open to the side. Come back up into a side plank. Let's do that one more time. Lean away from your center line. Feel how you open through your right hip. Come into a side plank once more. Push through your right leg. And then this time sit all the way down on your bum. Bring that right leg over to the right side, fist distance between ankle and knee, and then find your forward fold here as well. Try to squeeze that right knee into your shoulder and then come into your bind here if it's available for you. It's just a can, no must. Melt down. Bring awareness to the inside. Listen to your own breath. Release, let go, extend your right leg out, lift your arms. Then from there, with control, roll back down onto your spine. Find your core working here. Lift your legs up and come into another round of Halasana. Again, support your lower back here. If the toes are touching, feel free to place your arms back down. Maybe you're open and warmed up already, so you can interlace your fingers as well. Try to bring your hips on top of your shoulders away from your ears. With control, scoop your belly in, come down. Roll all the way over, bring the heels close towards your bum and then jump back straight into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, find your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, jump, hop or step to the front of the mat. Fold over your legs, relax your head, sweep your arms around up into Utkatasana. Scoop your belly in, tuck your tailbone under here. Bring your hands together in front of you and then cross over to your left side this time. Right elbows on the outside. Inhale, come back up, well done. Exhale, swan dive down. Step back with your left leg, lengthen through your spine. Tiger curl without dragging the foot along the mat. Step back into downward facing dog. Roll into high plank. Enjoy this dance with your own breath. Then come back up into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up, take a deep breath up, in. Then only step halfway here. And then open into another round of side plank now on your right arm. Align that knee with your hip, place your hand on that leg, and then push that knee away from you, creating more space in your left hip. Side plank, push your hips higher, find a nice stretch for your IT band. Second round, get juicy in your hip. Inhale, push through your legs, through your feet. And then this time, come all the way, sit on your bum, bring that left leg over to your left side, fist distance between ankle and knee, lean over your leg. Stretch out. Try to bring that knee into your shoulder and then find a bind on that side as well if it's available for you. That left hip bone, sit bone can slightly be lifted. Work with your breath here while you sink deeper. Take another deep breath in. Extend your left leg. Maybe center yourself on the mat and then roll back down again with core strength. The slower the better. Lift your legs up, sip the knees towards your face, roll all the way back, find your halasana, your variation again, either with the supporter, your lower back, or with your arms down. Create length in the back of your neck, open your arms, try to keep the legs close to your chest as good as possible and come back down with control. Then use your legs as lever to come back up, rolling over your squat, landing in Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, back into downward facing dog. Let it go. Let's now bring all those elements together in one beautiful flow. Take one more recharging breath here. And then with an exhale, look between your hands, fly to the front of the mat. Drop your hips down, lift your arms up, find Utkatasana, squeeze your knees together. Bring the palms of your hands together and then twist over to your right side. Place that left elbow on the outside. Sip your left knee back, drop your hips just a little lower. Look down to the ground and then free your left foot. With control, step back. If you want, spread your arms apart here. And maybe you want to come into a bind here as well by reaching through underneath your right thigh with your left arm, holding that arm with your right. Spread your wings out, lift from a core, lift the torso, let that right arm drop, and then find your way over to Warrior 2. Spread your arms apart, reach to the front, flip your right palm up, revolve your warrior. Come back to Warrior 2. Let your left arm drop this time. Find Warrior 1. Everything is facing the front. Maybe you feel like leaning back into it. Spring your fingers back down onto the ground. Step back into downward facing dog. Come on your toes, send that wave through your spine. High plank. Exhale, low plank. Lift up into upward facing dog. Let your collarbone smile. Exhale, down dog. Lift your right leg. Step halfway through. Find your side plank on a left strong shoulder. Place your right hand on your thigh. Lean back from that center line. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, open once more through your right hip. Inhale, back up. Sit down. Oh no, we come into wide thing in between. So step with that right leg over and then lean into it. Open your heart towards the sky. With control, step back and then we sit down. Place your right leg on the inside of your left leg. Reach up with your arms. And then fold forward. Squeeze that right knee into your shoulder. Come back up. Inhale. Both legs are straight, both legs are strong, and then scoop the belly in, roll down, the core is strong as well. Lift your legs up, roll over your head, place your toes down, support your lower back with your hands, or maybe let go of your arms and reach for the bottom of your feet here. Try to keep the hips on top of your shoulders to take away that pressure from your neck. With control, come back down. Use the lever of your legs to rock all the way up over your squat. Drop down into Chaturanga Dandasana. Find your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look between your hands. Hop or step to the front of the mat. Fold over your legs. Utkatasana, chair pose straight away. Come low with your bum. Bring your hands together in front of your heart space and then twist over to your left side. Bring both of your knees aligned. Look down to your left toes, free that right leg, and then step back. Whenever you stay back in, try to deepen the twist. Stay there, or if you want so, spread your wings apart. Maybe you want to come in a bind here as well. Reach through with your right arm. Find your bind with your left arm. Roll the top shoulder back. Let go of your hands. Find strength through your torso. Lift up. Spread your arms apart. Then let that arm drop. Come all the way over to the other side. Warrior 2. Reach to the front. Flip your left hand. Reverse it back. Create length between ribs and hips. Come back. Warrior 2. Drop your right arm this time and find your Warrior 1. Everything is facing the front. Maybe lean back into it. Spring your fingers down. Step back into downward facing dog. Roll yourself into high plank again. Connect with your breath here. Use this opportunity to check in with yourself. Aligning body, mind and soul. Find your downward facing dog. Bring your left leg up. Take a deep breath in. Step halfway through. Open everything over to your left side. Come on your right arm. Lift your left arm up high. Place your left arm on your thigh. Lean away from your center line. Inhale, come back up. Push your hips high. Exhale, open. Inhale, lengthen. Then with all your control, have that core engaged. Lift that left leg away and step it over to your left side. Find wide thing. Press through both of your feet. Let that never shine up towards the sky. Come back into side plank with the same control. Step back over. And then place your buttocks down onto the floor. Bend your left knee into your chest. Reach up with your hands. Inhale. Fold over your leg. Exhale. Try to stay active through your left leg. Squeeze a knee into your shoulder. And with your exhale, fold just a little bit deeper. Reach back up. Extend both of your legs. Scoop the belly in. Roll down. The slower the better. Find the ground underneath your shoulders. Lift your legs up and bring them all the way over your head. Touch that ground behind you. If your toes are touching, let go of your hands and circle them around again, finding that bind with your feet, with the bottom of your feet. Lengthen through your neck. Take that pressure away from your neck. Circle your arms back and around. And this time, let's all support our lower back. Lift your right leg up. Place it back down. Swap over to the other side. Try to bring that heel really on top of your hips and your shoulders. Then engage your core and place that right leg just beside it. Find your shoulder stand. Try to get your shoulders, your elbows together as good as possible. Best way would be to align them with your shoulders. Try to lift that head away from your shoulders. Then bend your knees towards your forehead. Stay here for another moment. Place your hands back down onto the ground. And then one last time with control. Roll down onto your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Drop then your legs down. and find your fish pose. So place palms down, your hands underneath your bum. Press your forearms and elbows into the floor so your chest lifts, and then place the top of the head back down onto the ground. Flex your feet, push the wall away from you. Feel how you open through your chest. Maybe exhale out through an open mouth. And then let it go. Come back onto your spine. Drop both of your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Let go of tension in your lower back. Let go of your left leg. And then cross that right knee over to your left side. Find a nice gentle spinal twist. Maybe with shoulder and knee still floating. That's alright. Come back to your center. Give yourself a nice gentle hug once more. Change over to the other side. Bring your left knee into your chest. Cross that knee over to your right side. Maybe look into your left hand if you feel like that. Have your navel engaged. Come back. And then stretch your left leg out as well. And prepare yourself for Shavasana. Come into your corpse pose. If there's anything else you want to add before you rest, feel free to do that. But then come back to a natural breathing. Get a heavy through your whole body. And allow your body to settle in after that energetic flow. Don't get disturbed by any thoughts. Just be. Bring movement back to your body. Whenever you feel ready, you can rest there way longer if you feel so. Maybe you want to bring your heels in, roll over to your side, rest another moment here. And then press up, find a cross-legged seat once more. Maybe the eyes still closed. Rest your arms on your knees. Allow your spine to be super tall and straight. Showing gratitude for your own practice, for yourself, for the possibility to start in a day like this. Bring your hands together over your head. Send them down to your lips, down to your heart. Reminder for clear and lovely intentions. Thank you for sharing your practice. Namaste.